Apple TV, Roku, or Amazon Fire.
How's it, Aloha gang? Coming up on High Now Daily, we are live at the SCP Hilo Hotel, just days away from the 61st annual Merry Monarch Festival on K5.
That's right. You know, the excitement is here. The events have begun for the #1 cultural festival in the nation. We're live in Hilo.
Plus, we're getting a sneak peek performance of a traditional Palauan dance just ahead of the 13th Festival of Pacific Arts and Culture. It's all happening right now on High Now Daily.
Aloha and welcome to High Now Daily. I'm Rachel Pocaro, and today is the day. High Now Daily is live from Hilo, and I'm holding things down right here on Oahu for the next few days while Kainoa and McKenna kick the week off in the middle of all the Merry Monarch magic. And right now, they are posted up at the SCP Hilo Hotel. What's happening over there, you guys?
Aloha, Rachel. We are ready. We are here live in Hilo. It's begun. It's just like the excitement's here, right, Kainoa?
It has officially arrived. You know, this is truly one of those parts in the calendar year everyone looks forward to, everyone circles. Excitement is building, and we're just so excited to be here live at the SCP Hilo Hotel. We got a great live show planned for you folks today. Lots of local guests, talking about local businesses as well. Hi now, we just flew in this morning. McKenna was actually the first one to get the Merry Monarch week kicked off.
How was it?
Yeah.
I flew in from Oahu yesterday, and last night I had the honor of hosting the Royal Ball. It was so cool because we really did step back in time, and we honored King David Kalakaua and Kainoa. The Royal Court came through, and we were taught to how, you know, back in the day, the bow and the curtsy for Queen Kopi'olani as well as King David Kalakaua. There was beautiful music by the Mana Music the Quartet, as well as Brittany Paiva. So it was a beautiful event. Lots in conjunction with the festival. So it was a good way to kick off this
and
week.
where was all the fun happening? Where was this
We
at?
were at the Hilo Yacht Club,
Oh, nice.
yes. So there are many events this week that we'll be going to and covering, so it was a really nice time.
Yeah, and we're just so excited to be here again to really just kind of put Hilo at the epicenter for all of this art and entertainment, mele, music, and of course the hula that's taking
Right,
place.
you can't forget the hula. That's what the Merry Monarch Festival is all about. And Halau are practicing there in the stadium. Musicians are flying in for rehearsals, so I'm really,
We flew in with a halau this morning.
Oh,
We're
really?
talking story, and you can just tell they're nervous, they're excited, but just again, just very happy to be headed to Hilo. That this festival has finally arrived again.
That's right, we can't wait. All right, we do have a jam-packed show for you, so we will see you guys in just a few minutes. You're watching High Now Daily live in Hilo.
Aloha and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. Our first guests are Kupuna Wahine of Halau Hi'iaka Ina Makalehua. I've got Auntie Lydia Yi and Bernie Ni'i of Papalehua Puakea. Thank you so much for joining me, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, let's talk all about hula. I mean, it is the week of Merry Monarch, so of course we gotta be talking about the things that you love to do, which is dance. I know you're part of a wonderful halau that's just down the street from us. So tell me a little bit about you folks dancing with this wonderful halau.
So our kumu is Kumu Lono Padilla and Kumu Keano Kaupu. And we have now about a little over 200 hamana in our halau.
Wow, that's a lot of homana, everybody getting together to dance and of course to celebrate our wonderful culture here in Hawaii. Now, let's talk a little bit about your papa that you are a part of.
Well, we're the Kupuna class, and it's a group of wahinis, and we have fun dancing together. Not only the hula, but we do potlucks. We have Christmas parties. We have lei making sessions, and it's just a camaraderie that is so wonderful, especially at our age, to get out and mingle. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, even at my age too, I like to mingle, I like to party with you guys. But this is the Kupuna class, so on Mondays you guys get together, you guys learn all kinds of different things that fall under hula, that fall under Hawaiian practices. And you were telling me a little bit about oli, you were talking to me about learning awana, kahiko, all the fun things. So if you could just run us through a little bit about what you guys do when you walk through the doors on Monday nights.
So we always start with a little meditation. You know, Kumu always says, whatever you had going on during the day, put that out of your mind. This is the time for hula and to perpetuate the culture. So we start with our oli and pule, and then we go into our warm-ups, and then we
Well, we have to do stretching too, Lydia.
Oh my goodness, I gotta do stretching myself.
It's so important as you get older.
Loosen up all the aches and pains.
Oh yes, and there's plenty of them. Holy moly, but gotta loosen up. So you start with the stretching, you do the oli, you get into it, and you learn a little bit, or actually a lot about culture, about language as well. What's the favorite thing about walking through those doors and dancing hula on Mondays?
Halau, at this halau, the feeling is just pleasant and very welcoming.
A lot of love.
It's the way they treat everyone there who walks through those doors.
And you know, hula is so important, like you folks mentioned, but what is it for you? What do you love about hula?
Well, first of all, it's for me,
Yeah.
it's, you know, meeting with other women. But when you hear the music and you see them dancing, it just makes you so proud, yeah?
Right.
That of the culture that we have. So it's for me, I just enjoy it, especially the music, and then the choreograph that they do to the music. It's just amazing.
And I love that it gets you moving, and that's what it's all about with our kupuna segments, is how we can get our kupuna moving, active, and doing things that are so special to them. And of course, special to the state of Hawaii, which is dancing hula, learning our cultural practices. And I'm so proud of you ladies for stretching on Mondays and getting into the class, getting involved. And I just really appreciate it. Of course, hula season right now, so we've got to, of course, send things over to Kainoa, who's in Hilo for Merry Monarch. But thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
All right, Kainoa, let's send things over to you guys. What's happening?
Hey, how's it? Mahalo, Rachel. That's right. So we're back here live at the SCP Hilo Hotel. We're going to be talking a little bit about the Life Care Center. Now, there's two centers that are located here on Hawaii Island, one in Kona, one in Hilo, and we're joined right now by the executive directors of each. That's Kirsten Huertes and Mary Edith Liberato. Mahalo nui for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. So this is one of the great things we get to do throughout the week here in Hilo. Let's talk about these local businesses. Kirsten, tell us about the center and the resources it provides.
Yeah, thank you again for having us. We're super excited to be here. So we do have skilled nursing facilities, and one of those things that we offer is long-term and short-term rehab services. We have outpatient services for physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy. And at my facility particularly, we have the dementia community. It's a secure community for our kapuna that need a little extra love and aloha for Alzheimer's and dementia. Yeah.
Okay, and so how long have the centers been around for here on Hawaii Island?
Gosh, my center's been around for 50 years. I have actually a worker there that has worked there for 50 years since the building opened.
Wow, incredible. Okay,
Yeah.
Meredith, I want to transition over to you. Let's talk a little bit about growth opportunities that's available, in particular this CNA program and what that entails.
Yeah, so we're super excited to talk about our Certified Nursing Assistant program. We have a scholarship program. If you're interested in becoming a Certified Nursing Assistant, we'll take care of the cost for you. And then once you successfully pass the course, we'll take care of the certification with the state. And I just like to send a huge shout out to all of the Certified Nursing Assistants out there who continue to be the backbone of our industry.
Absolutely. And how big of a need is that, would you say, currently right now in terms of that particular position that's available?
Huge need, huge need. And there's a lot of growth opportunities as well. We work with Healthcare Association of Hawaii, Hawaii Community College to have a bridge program for our certified nursing assistants to bridge over into getting their license to become nurses as well.
Kirsten, let's talk success stories right now. The way that you've been able to, and you and your team,
Right.
been able to impact the community, patients, different people that you've worked with throughout the years.
Well, there's many success stories, I think, in my facility. One of the things that makes Life Care Center of Hilo very unique is that we have over 41 associates that have worked in our facility over 10 years, and over 68 of them have worked over 20 years in our facility. So yeah, we're going strong. My director of nursing, Lori Martinez, she has been a CNA and did the CNA classes in my facility and worked her way up all the way to be the director of nursing. So it's amazing, and got
Very
her
full
RN.
circle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Meredith, how about you?
So we have my admissions and marketing director. She is currently in the bridge program to get her licensed practical nurse. So that's amazing. And we have multiple of associates that have grew up. I particularly have grew up. I was a certified nursing assistant when I first started with Life Care as well. So huge opportunity.
Yeah, and I think obviously one of the true benefits of this Life Care Center is, I mean, the fact that facilities are on both sides of Hawaii Island. Oftentimes, I mean, is that a challenge? Do you say, are you able to refer in between the facilities? Should
Absolutely.
They need?
For sure. And it's it's our ohana taking care of your ohana, right? And that's really what we really strive to in the community, is want to take care of a kapuna, and then also helping our locals out, getting jobs and growing growing from within, and that's really one of the things that we want to promote at Life Care Center.
Absolutely. So if people want to get more information, utilize the resources that are available, what's the best way to do that?
Well, right now I think there is a flyer that's on the screen and a flow code, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So yeah, definitely call us, reach out, anything like that. Come and visit us. Yeah.
I have to ask you before I let you folks go. SCP Hilo Hotel, are we looking forward to this festival?
Oh, it's going to be amazing.
61st annual. How are we
we're
feeling?
super excited
So
about
excited,
it. Yeah.
so excited. So thank you so much.
Mahalo nui, Kirsten,
Yes.
Meredith,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Thank you for
All right, now
having
for
us.
more information, head to our website as well, hinowdaily.com. We're going to head to break right now, but coming up a little bit later, McKenna will be live here at the hotel with a very, very special guest. Tune in for that. You're watching High Now. We'll be right back.
Aloha nui, everyone, and welcome back to Hi Now Daily here live at the SCP in Hilo, Hawaii. Got some very special guests. We have Trisha and Tyson from the Hilo branch of Hawaii Community Federal Credit Union. Welcome to Hi Now Daily.
Thank you for having us.
Thank yes, tell me about all of the things that are going on with you guys and what you're promoting.
Well, our credit union, actually, we like to call ourselves as locally grown and member owned. And we actually started off with our credit union with 10 Kona coffee farmers.
Yeah.
And these Kona coffee farmers started off, and till today, we've been able to grow ourselves to over 47,000 members island-wide.
Beautiful.
Yes.
That's really nice. And then continuing on the legacy of what you guys are doing, just getting out there and helping a lot of people in the community, yes?
Yes. We have been able to do that, and we've been able to maintain our core mission that our four founders started our credit union with by being able to be not-for-profit basis, and therefore we're able to place our people before our profits. And we do this throughout the island through our 6 locations across the island, our newest one being our Hilo branch, which Tyson Clask oversees.
Yeah, you do. So let's go back to Kona Coffee roots a bit too and talk about more about that.
Well, yeah, Kona coffee is in our blood. We all started, at the coffee farming, and it's one of the things that we're proud of. It's a big legacy that a tradition that we continue to be a part of. Right?
Really? And let's talk a little bit about having 47,000 members. That's got to be a lot of work.
It is. It's been some time that we've grown, but we've grown and we're still growing, and we still continue to grow, and it is something that we like to reach out to our members, grow even more. But like what Tyson said, a lot of us have our coffee roots. He's picked coffee. His family owns a coffee farm.
Oh, it's really? Whereabouts?
Captain Cook.
So you know this very, very well.
Yes.
Nice,
Picking
nice,
coffee,
nice.
Right.
Let's also talk about your youth financial literacy program. That is very important for us to be teaching the next generation about things like this. So let's talk about that program.
Yeah, we are very proud about our youth financial literacy programs because it dates back to 1972, almost 52 years ago. We started the very first student credit union in the state of Hawaii, and it really started at Kealake Konawaina High School.
Konawaina.
And today we actually operate 5 student credit unions throughout the Hawaii Island. So different campuses starting at Konawaina, Kealakehe, Kohala, Honoka'a, and in Hilo. So it's been an amazing journey to see these students grow.
Yeah, and I think that is so important for this next generation to actually learn all those things and to really prepare themselves for what it's like to live here in Hawaii, the cost of living, and to just really set themselves up for success.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. One real fun fact that I always like to share is that our very own president and CEO, Trisha Buskirk, actually had her start with a student credit, working as a teller at a student credit union back in Konawaina.
Yeah, great stuff that you're offering to everyone. Do you have anything else to add to this beautiful audience who's watching today?
We have a legacy that is rooted in trust and dedicated to serving our Big Island community since 1936. And we'd like to just invite them to come and see us, and we welcome them to be part of our family.
That's so sweet. And let's tell everybody where they can find more information.
Definitely by looking at our website. We have www.hawaiicommunity.com, federalcreditunion.com, and calling us at 930-7700.
You have such a good memory. Do you have anything to add, Ms. CEO?
No, absolutely. We're so glad of being here. We love to support our cultural festivities, Kona Coffee Cultural Festival, as well as the Merry Monarch, and so we're so excited.
We appreciate it, the audience at home as well, so thank you so much. And of course, we'll have this all up for you on HiNowDaily.com. Don't go away, we have a lot more live in Hilo coming up after the break. Thank you. Thank you so much. This was fun. We can stick around for just a second.
Sure.
Aloha and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. Now this year, Hawaii will host the 13th Festival of Pacific Arts and Culture, otherwise known as Pac Hawaii, from June 6th to the 16th. And here with all the details of this major celebration of events is Dr. Aaron Salah. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having us. Thank you.
Yes, of course. We've got to talk story about Pac Hawaii because this is big. It is big for us to have it here in Hawaii for the very first time. Tell me a little bit about what's going on.
Yeah, so the Festival of Pacific Arts and Culture started in 1972. It's the largest gathering of indigenous Pacific Islanders in the world. I want to say it rivals indigenous gatherings throughout the world. We have about 2,500 delegates from 28 Pacific countries coming to Hawaii.
Wow, that is huge. For us to be hosting this, like I said, for the very first time, because back COVID 2020, we were supposed to host it, right?
Yeah.
But then couldn't. So now it is long overdue.
Right.
And we got a lot of things planned, right?
Absolutely. So Hawaii was supposed to host in 2020. We took an entire cycle, which is 4 years. We changed the logo, changed the theme, which is now Ho'olula Hui, Regenerating Oceania. Part of that is a response to COVID. And so we're getting ready to host in a couple of months' time. And the goal really is to bring together artists and cultural practitioners, officials, dignitaries, scholars, to talk about the doing of culture, to talk about the place of culture, and then to practice culture. And so, you know, what you're seeing now is footage of previous festivals. So you see, you know, it's really the best of the best in the Pacific coming together to conspire to the greatness of the region as a whole.
Wow, and this is over a course of 10 days. In June.
Yes.
So there's going to be more than like 50 different events that are happening at all different locations. So tell us a little bit about some of the highlights.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a arrival happening at Kualoa on June 5th, birthplace of Hokulea. So we're bringing canoes back into Kualoa at Hakipu'u. Opening ceremonies on the evening of June 6th. We have an ecumenical service at Stan Sheriff on June 9th. Closing ceremonies on June 16th, and then just a bunch of activity, conferencing and symposia, FestPac performances throughout. Bishop Museum is hosting carvers and tattoo artists, and Hi Sam Capital Modern is hosting a couple of visual arts exhibits. So there's a lot of stuff happening around Honolulu, and you know, we're going to take some of these delegations to outer islands as well.
Very cool. I was trying to, you know, keep it all up in here in my head, but I was like, oh, that's too many things for me to memorize. So if people want to look at a list of events, is there something that you can...
absolutely. festpachawaii.org. We're just updating all of the programming pieces now. We're starting to input which countries are coming with what delegations. So really excited about that.
Wow, that's going to be incredible. And to be hosting for the very first time is so special. I mean, anything else you want to add?
No, we're really thankful for this opportunity. Again, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, certainly 3 or 4 generations before it comes back to Hawaii. So we're really excited to be hosting this time, and it gives us an opportunity to celebrate really the Pacific Islander diasporic population in Hawaii as well.
All right, so go ahead and check out that website for a list of all the events happening. Again, this is going to be in June, so take a look at what's going to be going down here for Pac Hawaii. But right now, we are getting a sneak peek of what's to come at the 13th Festival of Pacific Arts and Culture. We want to welcome Igelau Mise'a as she performs a Hawaiian dance for you all today. The stage is all yours.
Iya oyungus, iya oyupum, salika Mario, ahuha ahe, vidorolung made igung madangaram sabsebege gukta sebagang, elme atangorung made, ma gukta sebege gadamo kerayang ade mora eve al, elme atangorung made. Madabora eve al me me mate marara isengarwa elme atangarunga de idorolunga de igung madangaram sabsebege gukta sebagam elme atangarunga de madagukta sebege gadak mok merayang ade mora eve al elme atangarunga de uya salika de pum happen paano sulang
How's it, Aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. We are live over here at the SCP Hilo Hotel, and I'm joined right now by what I'm learning more and more is like one of the local legends over here on Hawaii Island. This is Uncle David Ilihio over here. How's it, Uncle?
How's it Kainoa?
Mahalo for having us over here. So, Uncle David has been a part of the SCP Hilo Hotel Ohana. We're going on 60 years. He's been an employee over here, making it all happen. So, how did it all start for you, Uncle? How'd you come to be employed over here?
Started way back 1965. I've been here since 1965. Worked for the Kimi family. Richard Kimi, Hilo Hukilao. Then after Richard Kimi, changed the hotel name to Seaside Hotel. And that was ran by his son, Alan Kimi. Then 3 years ago, was bought out by SCP. I think the only reason the Kimi is sold to the SCP people, which is Ken and Pam from the mainland, California, but they're really nice people. They're very giving. They do a lot for the community. When they sent me to Ecuador, the people in Ecuador.
And you went as in this capacity, Uncle, as for SCP, you traveled over there.
Yeah, well, he sent me on a vacation. So I went vacation Ecuador for the company. But a lot of the people over there know Ken and Pam very well because of what they do. They give a lot to the community. Over here, I mean, as well as Ecuador. I mean, it's amazing. But,
multiple properties located in various places. Uncle, I want to bring it back over here. Now, you've worn a couple of different hats throughout your experience over here. We're talking about 60 years. What are the different various jobs you've done over here? Landscaping one, and you were even the GM at one point, yeah?
I was a GM when I was Hukilao, not Hukilao, Seaside Hotel. Was GM for a long time, but Makula already, too old for that.
You seem pretty sharp to me.
New technology kind of stuff, so I prefer doing landscaping.
Okay, landscaping. And you've been involved in that for a good while. In fact, on the shot you're looking at right here, even right behind us, you did a lot of kokua to this area, yeah?
Planted all the bamboo, made those fountains over there, those two fountains. Went down the beach, cut some dead trees, brought them over here, make puka, hole through it.
Yeah.
And then stick the holes and voila.
Voila. Okay, part of the history and the culture. In fact, you know what? I get some. We got some throwback photos over here. I'm kind of aiming them up right now. This was taken back when, and you looking fit, Uncle. You looking tougher. This is Ulua. You holding in this one, yeah?
Yeah.
And it's right across over here. You caught, yeah?
I speared two uluas, 133 pounder and 112 pounder.
Ooh.
I took two spears, the 3-prong and the old Hawaiian sling type that went to the barb. Yeah.
I'm learning something new throughout this whole entire trip. I'm feeling like more. Uncle, I want to wrap this up by just asking, when you think about your career here, decades now you've been a part, what have you enjoyed the most? What has kept you a part of this Hotel Ohana for so long, 60 years?
Working for the Kimi family and meeting a lot of people. Yeah, there will be pretty much meeting people is what I enjoy.
Yeah. It's all the beautiful people. It's going to be a beautiful week over here as we continue to celebrate. And we'll be live at this SCP Hilo Hotel all week long. Uncle David, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mahalo nui for all the ike. All right, so right now we want to toss things to our next live interview. He's a musician, an entrepreneur. Now he's getting into the fashion game. In fact, you've already seen some of his collections featured right here on High Now. It's an exclusive. We're going to toss things over to McKenna Maduli with our next live guest.
Thank you, Kainoa and Uncle David, from one legend to another. Most of you know my next guest as a multiple Nahoku Hanohano award winning. He's Grammy nominated. He sings sweet lullabies. He does so many things. But he is venturing into something new this week here in Hilo. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Josh Totofi.
What is up, Ken? Hello, you guys. Aloha.
Yeah, I'm good. Let's tell everybody what is so exciting about this week because you're launching something very new and it's not music.
No, yes. So I didn't make it as a model. So what I ended up doing was I made my own clothing brand and then made myself the model of the clothing brand. It's called My Leo Designs. I just created earlier this year. And this year I dropped this collection, our very first time here at the Marine Monarch, called the Valkanaka collection.
Yeah.
So super stoked to be here, man. Different light than
really cool. And everyone at home, you're seeing some of the things. This is fresh. He just had this photo shoot yesterday that you're seeing a lot of his designs. Tell me what people don't know, and Josh needs to promote this more, but he draws every single thing that is on these. By the way, Joey, can I get up and show everybody this is beautiful? This is the Lole. So tell everybody about this design.
So the Valkanaka is like the inland part of the Mauna where it's right below. Oh, I like all the modeling. I got thrown off just now. So where the vowel came from is actually a Tongan word from the farming, and that's where like all the colors kind of came from. Valkanaka is kind of like right below Valakua, like toward the top of the mountain. I just learned this yesterday. Shout out to Hinale Moana.
There you go.
Thank you. I'm so glad I memorized all of the things. And we have like 4 different styles, and my pop-up will be at Hilo Daijingu Activity Center.
Wow, that's a mouthful.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I spoke 3 different languages in 2 minutes.
That's right, you did.
Crazy.
And so how did you, like, you just decided what? I'm just gonna get into designing fashion or what?
You know what it was? I think during the pandemic, you know, when everyone was down and out, I kind of told myself once we got out of this whole funk that I would just shoot for all the dreams that I want to go after. And one of them was creating designs. I wouldn't say it was particularly for fashion, but it ended up going that route, and I've been having fun with it. You know, a lot of trial and error, and
I'm really
Ken's looks great in it.
Thank you. Yes, and I want to say I wear a lot of local brands, and his stuff is great quality. And he also, if you go to his website, you also have really cool joggers that I got, and then this dress, which will be premiering, of course, at his pop-up. You also are going to be here Oana night. You're performing. Can you tell everybody?
Yes, I will be. I'm singing for Hula o Kamwala on Saturday, so look out for that. I'm so excited, man. This, this week is...
This is our 5th or 6th Marine Monarch week that we've been here, and we always just have such great times. The energy is wonderful, and I'm really proud of you for stepping out. Is it different than music for you for doing this? Like, did you miss, like, is this taking you away from music?
Music is way easier. Singing is way easier,
Singing is way easier.
Right now, anyway.
Beautiful. All right, tell everybody how they can find you.
You guys can find me on Josh Totofi Music on all handles, and My Leo Designs on all the handles as well. Or if you want to follow the website, myleodesigns.com.
Beautiful. Are you going to start doing like gowns and stuff soon?
I don't know. I need a lot more fabric. That's why I'm not wearing my shirt, because I ran out of fabric. Anyways.
That's it. All right, we're going to have this all up for you on HiNowDaily.com as well. Josh Totofi, everybody, don't go away. We have more Hi Now Daily live from the SPC in Hilo coming up right after this. SCP.
Aloha and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. Right now I'm sitting down with Eric Roberts, NOAA Superintendent, and today we're talking about Papahanaumokuakea, which is one of the most treasured and protected places in the entire world, and some special things are going on right now, right, Eric?
Yeah, so NOAA just released draft documents for a proposed National Marine Sanctuary in Papahanaumokuakea.
Very cool. So what does that mean? Because we know it is a national monument right now, but to get even more protection under a sanctuary, right?
Exactly, and so many people, might think that a monument was the same as a sanctuary, but back in 2000, when the process was started to designate Papahanaumokuakea as a sanctuary, that was working in progress when it was designated as a monument in 2006. And so now we've kind of come back to that process now through further direction from President Obama and from Congress. And so now we're looking to designate it as a sanctuary. And that brings with it a whole suite of protection.
Wow, that's incredible because like I said, one of the most treasured places, what is the span of Papahanaumokuakea? Thousands of miles, right?
Yeah, about 1,200 nautical miles. So, half the distance from here to the west coast of the United States.
Wow.
And it's over 580,000 square miles in total.
And so many different things happen there at Papahanaumokuakea, a lot of protection already, but what would a sanctuary do for this area?
Yeah, sanctuary would bring in that suite of protection that's specifically designed for marine protected areas. So resource protection, natural resource damage assessment, consultation with actions that were going to be taking place up there. So it'd bring in a whole suite of protection and resources that are not currently available for Papahanaumokuakea.
Wow, and there's a ton of species out there. We're looking at video that has been taken and just incredible to see. So we would like to see more protection because this is very special to not only Native Hawaiians, this is our area, this is our marine life, right?
Yeah, this is special for many reasons, including the cultural aspects that you mentioned. It's a historic site where the Battle of Midway took place, and there's just so many natural resources up there, many of which are endemic to the northwestern Hawaiian Islands themselves.
So more protection is always better for this area, of course, Papahanaumokuakea. And if people wanted to weigh in on this, they can do that, right, for a certain amount of time?
This is the perfect time. Right now through May 7th, we have a public comment period that's open. So people can comment via email, they can write into us, or they can go to any of our 10 public meetings that will be taking place across the state.
And how would this help you folks at NOAA with your efforts toward sanctuary?
Hearing from the public is key, and this process is a public process, so having public come out and provide testimony and be able to inform us on how best to manage this place is really important, so it would help us immensely.
Very cool, and if people wanted to weigh in or they wanted to just learn more about this national monument and your folks' efforts to becoming a sanctuary, where can they go?
They can go to sanctuaries.noaa.gov and either scroll down until they find Papahanaumokuakea or just do /Papahanaumokuakea after it, and it'll take it right to the site, and then from there they can find out all the information.
Very cool, and thank you so much for sitting down with us. And one of those people who didn't know that it was a sanctuary was me, so I'm now way more informed than when I first sat down and talked story with you. So thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for having me.
So go ahead and weigh in, get your thoughts out there, tell everybody why it's so important for this national monument to now become a sanctuary so we can protect the animals, the marine life, and everything that Papahanaumokuakea has to offer. And right now, we are gonna send things out to Hilo, where Kainoa is standing by. What's happening, Kainoa?
Hey, how's it, Rachel? Mahalo nui. That's right. So McKenna and I have been live here all day at the SCP Hilo Hotel, talking a little bit about gearing up for what's taking place with the Merry Monarch Festival coming here in the coming days. But obviously, with a big festival like that, it's a community initiative that really takes a lot of people and organizations coming together. Hawaii Ford Dealers has been a longtime supporter of the festival as well. And Joe Hanley joins us now to tell us a little bit more. Joe, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So great to have you, Joe. Now, Hawaii Ford Dealers, it's a long partnership in terms of supporting the festival. How did it all start?
Just through our wanting to give back to our communities that we're in. Our earliest contact with the event was back in the 70s, so we go pretty far back. And it's one of those events that is recognized not just locally but worldwide, and it allows us to show our partnership with the culture and our people that work for us and those in the community.
Yeah, absolutely. And Hawaii Ford Dealers continues to really support community initiatives throughout the state of Hawaii. I want to transition a little bit, though, into this new lineup. 2024 kind of just kicked off. Let's talk kind of the lineup of vehicles. What's available right now? As it seems like trucks and vehicles, they continue to get more innovative.
They do, yes, most definitely. And I mean, we have a wide range of vehicles available. We have electric, hybrids, and of course, our popular gas engine. And so, you know, popular trucks that we have, Maverick, F-150.
Extremely popular. I swear, in the time that the show has been taking place here live, throughout the window, I've seen a handful drive by. You must have too.
Yes, absolutely, and that's a good thing.
Yeah. So for Hawaii Ford dealers, in addition to the Merry Monarch, we were talking a little bit earlier, it's all about giving back to the local community. In addition to the festival, what other initiatives is Hawaii Ford kind of looking at, regardless of island, statewide?
Right, statewide, because we are statewide, we're on all the major islands. Each store has its own commitments to their communities. And so we all have our own endeavors that we pursue that take care of the people in our communities, and it could be anything from children's sports to senior citizens, cultural events such as this. And so it's just our way to stay in touch. And because all of our employees are an important part of our communities, it's easy to do, and we love doing it. And so we're just grateful for Merry Monarch and the opportunity to give back to such a great event.
Now, with so many initiatives that are taking place, what's the best way for people to get more information? Or they have things that are coming out, or they just want to know more about Hawaii Ford dealers in terms of what's available in terms of the give back? How do they do that?
So you can go to buyfordnow.com, and on that website you can reach out to the store on your respective island, and we'd be sure to get back to you. We want to help people, you know, satisfy their needs for transportation. And basically, it's a choice, right? So we need to make sure we offer great choices and take care of the people at the same time. So we're determined to do that as a group, and you know, I hope we're doing that.
Joe, we were talking and discussing a little bit previously. Your family, your roots are very tied within both Hawaii Ford dealers and Merry Monarch Festival as well. Why is that relationship, that partnership, that kokua, that support so important now that it's gone through so many years, that the fact that you continue to make it at the forefront of what you guys are doing?
Yeah, I think it's Hula in general, and the music that supports it, and the people that have run it for all these years. They're important in so many ways, and it's, you know, we all love our culture, whether we were born here or not. And I've spent most of my life here, and it's something I love. And when I travel, I look to it to think of home, because I love coming home.
There's nothing like it.
Yeah,
nothing
absolutely.
like it. Joe, mahalo nui. Thank you so much for
Thank
the time.
you.
Now, for more information about Hawaii Ford dealers in terms of community initiatives, everything that's available, head to our website as well, HiNowDaily.com. You're watching Hi Now live from the SCP Hilo Hotel. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Hi Now Daily. We are here live in Hilo at the SCP. What a great time. What a great show. Way to kick it off. Huh?
It's been so fun. We're gearing up for the festival that's coming up here in a couple of days. But I mean, everyone from Josh to just getting a chance to talk with Joe, all of these people just getting excited over here in Hilo.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, we also are still keeping through of like informing our community about what's going on, like in all these Hilo, or the Hawaii Island businesses, which has been really awesome. So wonderful. What do we have here, Kainoa?
We got a sweet, well, it actually depends on how much sweet you want because there's a 0 calorie. But Coca-Cola and Sprite has been some of our drink sponsors for Hi Now. They're kind of keeping us well hydrated throughout our week over here on Hawaii Island. But they just released this product. This is the Coca-Cola Spice. This one, 0 sugar. And actually, they actually have a facility located right over here in Hilo.
Oh, do they?
Just a couple of minutes away as well.
Lovely. So this is wonderful.
Oh, I can smell that already.
No, okay, wait. Ooh,
like, it's almost like
sweet.
It's
like a very sweet cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, so Coca-Cola Spice. We are in Hilo, as you can hear.
Yep, that's an airplane going over.
Oh, that's nice. You know
that's
who would
easy.
love this? Is my Janet Madule. She's a big Coca-Cola fan, and she would really, really like this. It's so wonderful for them to launch this. And again, they have it in 0 sugar as well as the regular.
Yeah,
the
and the
regular.
spice is just like a nice, it's not like overbearing. It's not too powerful. It's just enough to let you know you're not drinking the traditional one, you know?
Right.
It's a little added something there.
Yeah. Are you a big
spicy.
fan when like legendary blends like this take on, you know, and adding new flavors?
Definitely. It's so interesting. We use that word all the time, especially in what we do in terms of innovation. You always got to be looking for like kind of the next thing and the next thing. Even when you're thinking of a brand and they do it so well.
Yeah.
Like what Coca-Cola does. Like, let's go spice, let's go 0, let's go. It's incredible.
Yeah, I actually am really enjoying this. So I highly recommend. Check them out. Coca-Cola Spice. They have 0 sugar and again, the regular one. So cheers, Kainoa. Thank you for a wonderful time here on the first show. Miss Rachel Pocaro, we are going to send it from Hilo.
And we're going to save you some for when you come.
We will save you some. Aloha, Rach.
Hey, you guys. Man, it looked epic out there in Hilo. So thank you two so much for kicking off the week ahead of the Merry Monarch Festival. Of course, we're going to check back with them tomorrow because they're going to be live from the SCP Hilo Hotel. So again, join us tomorrow. But first, you know what? There was a really funny April Fool's-ish joke that was kind of going around. It's Diamond Bakery because they did a little something funny, and I want y'all to check it out. Take a look.
For the past century, we've proudly served our local community handcrafting Hawaii's favorite snacks. From cookies to crackers, we've perfected the art of baking for your enjoyment. But this year, we're thinking big, really big. Introducing our newest creation, the Jumbo Original Hawaiian Soda Cracker. Towering at an impressive 10 feet tall, be sure to check out our biggest launch yet, coming soon.
I wish that wasn't a joke. I wish that was not an April Fool's joke because I love Diamond Bakery soda crackers so much. I could probably take that entire cracker down. But again, thank you all so much for joining us here on the show today. It's Monday, and we're going to be live from Hilo tomorrow as well. So stay with us. We're going to check back in with Kainoa and McKenna. Our team is there all week long ahead of Merry Monarch Festival. So we're going to do a little bit more shopping, I think, tomorrow. So stay with us. You're watching Hi Now Daily. Join us tomorrow as we go live from Hilo. See y'all later.